BattMech welcomes you to our instructional video series. This instructional video is for the 2013 to 2018 Ford C-Max Energi and Fusion Energi all-electric battery pack for battery block replacement and repair. Need more parts than just the battery block? Most of the components featured in this repair video are available now at www.battmech.com. This video is intended for trained individuals who understand the hazards associated with working on high-voltage systems. Improper repairs can result in property damage, serious injury, or death. Always follow proper safety procedures and perform repairs at your own risk. We recommend wearing high-voltage insulating gloves when performing these repairs. Always use leather protector gloves over the high-voltage gloves. Some repair steps involve increased high-voltage risk, so use extra caution and wear your gloves whenever there is any doubt about your safety. Here's a look at the personal protective equipment, or PPE, we recommend while making this type of repair. Your shop may have different protocols to keep you safe. It's always best to follow your shop's safety protocol. Here's a look at the tools we use to make this type of repair. We recommend using insulated tools whenever possible. To streamline our series, this video begins after the removal of the battery from the vehicle. We recommend using a non-conductive surface to work on. Let's get started. First, you'll begin by removing the metal panels that protect the electrical components. Next, unhook these multi-pin connectors that connect to the battery control module, which at times may be called the BCM. It may be a good idea to label the connectors and the places where they plugged into the BCM. Once all the connectors have been removed and labeled, you'll remove the BCM. After removing the BCM, you'll remove this black metal bracket from the side of the case. From here, you'll remove these two metal panels from the end and side of the case. Now, you'll unscrew the two wires shown here. After the two wires are disconnected, you'll need to remove 3 clips and 12 wire plugs from and around the junction board in order to remove it. When it comes time to reassemble these 3 clips and 12 wire plugs back onto the junction board, it should be very straightforward as to where they go, as there are varying sizes. Take note, when removing the clips, you'll want to use a push pin removal tool. Now you'll remove the hardware that connects the junction board to the frame. Once the hardware is removed, proceed to remove the junction board. Next, remove the hardware that is used to attach this metal bracket, and then proceed to remove the bracket. With that complete, you can proceed to removing these two components. They're the converter-inverter assembly on top, and the battery charger assembly on the bottom. To remove them, simply remove the hardware, and any clips and/or wires that connect these two parts to the case. Now you'll need to remove the two main larger black metal case sections surrounding the battery blocks. Be sure to leave this black metal piece in place, as it will make the next step easier. Next, make sure you have at least one extra helper and carefully flip the battery. Note: make sure the table is clean so nothing punctures the orange wiring harness covering the terminals when the battery is flipped. The bottom of the battery is now facing up. Now that the battery is flipped, proceed by removing the hardware keeping the bottom black metal piece on the battery blocks. With the hardware removed, go ahead and remove the metal case section. After the bottom metal sheet is removed, you'll need to remove the 4 T40 screws from between the two battery blocks. These screws are part of the hardware that hold the battery blocks together. Note: we recommend taping your drill extension and your bit together so you don't drop it between the battery blocks. Next, you'll remove the hardware that holds the 4 battery blocks together. Start by removing these 2 screws. Next, head over to the other side of the battery blocks and remove the 2 screws from that side. Once the 4 screws are removed, go ahead and flip the battery back over. Now that the battery is right side up, you'll remove the 2 black metal brackets from both ends. These brackets are what hold the battery blocks together. The next component to remove is the wiring harness. You'll start by opening the terminal covers to access the terminal nuts. To remove the nuts, you'll use the special socket tool that was included in your purchase from BattMech.com. A pen magnet comes in handy when removing the nuts. You can now remove the high voltage double eyelet connector. Once all the terminal nuts have been removed, you can remove the double eyelet wire bridge. Next, you can go ahead and remove the wiring harness. Once this section of wiring harness is removed, it cuts the total volts in half because half the modules are no longer connected in series. From here, you should be able to easily remove the top 2 battery blocks. At this stage, you have access to the metal block divider panel. You'll need to remove the 8 screws that attach this panel to the 2 battery blocks underneath. Next, you'll remove the panel, exposing the bottom 2 battery blocks. Now that you have access to the other wiring harness, you'll repeat the previous wiring harness removal process. First, you'll start by opening the terminal covers to gain access to the terminal nuts. Using the special tool that was included with your purchase from BattMech.com, you'll remove the terminal nuts. Remember, a pen magnet comes in handy when removing the nuts. You can now remove the high voltage double eyelet connector. Now you can remove the double eyelet wire bridge the same way you did the last time. And finally, you can go ahead and remove the wiring harness. This concludes the teardown of your C-Max Energi battery. Now you're ready to reinstall the new battery blocks and reassemble the battery. Now that your battery is completely disassembled, you can begin preparing to reassemble the battery. Carefully unpack your BattMech replacement battery. Your refurbished BattMech battery includes professionally tested and balanced OEM modules that arrive pre-charged and ready for installation. At BattMech, our goal is to provide reliable battery solutions that help extend the life of hybrid and electric vehicles while making the repair process more straightforward. If you need additional modules, replacement parts, complete refurbished battery packs, or brand new aftermarket batteries, you'll find them along with additional instructional content at BattMech.com. With your battery block unpacked, you're ready to begin reassembling the battery. Let's get started. Now that you're ready to reassemble the battery, you'll begin by placing the bottom 2 battery blocks on your non-conductive surface. Position each module block so the positive red terminals are located at the bottom left and the bottom right of each battery block as shown. Note: the electrical components like the BCM and junction board, which you'll install later, should be the left of these 2 battery blocks. This is an important directional reference. These highlighted areas show where the removable positioning bolts should be located. The battery has 2 battery blocks on the bottom layer and 2 battery blocks on the top layer. Any battery blocks with these positioning bolts should be installed on the bottom layer of the battery blocks. These bolts are only used to help position the top layer battery blocks onto the bottom layer battery blocks. Note: not all battery make and models include all 4 bolts. If the battery block you're replacing is one of the bottom layer blocks, then remove the positioning bolt from your old failed battery block and screw it into the appropriate position onto your reconditioned BattMech battery block. This next step will re-energize the battery. Be sure you have on the appropriate PPE that your shop recommends. Now that the bottom layer of module blocks are in the correct position, you'll need to attach the wiring harness. After you've attached the wiring harness over the battery block terminals, you'll attach the nuts to the battery terminals. You'll do so by using a pen magnet to help place the nuts onto the terminals. Leave the bottom left nut off the terminal, as you'll need to add the high voltage double eyelet connector to that terminal later. After the nuts have been put into their places, use the special socket included in your purchase from BattMech to lightly tighten the terminal nuts. Note: be sure your torque settings on your torque wrench are set to about 55 inch-pounds. If you don't follow these torque settings, you are likely to damage the terminals on the batteries and will void your warranty. Never use max drill settings and never use an impact wrench. Once all the nuts are fastened to the terminals, you'll close all the plastic battery terminal covers. Next, you'll attach the two metal spacers to the top and bottom of the battery as shown. Now you'll open the bottom left terminal cover and attach the high voltage double eyelet connector to that terminal. Next, you'll reattach the wire bridge by opening these two covers and attaching the eyelet connectors to the terminals. Note: make sure your two metal spacers are still in place. Now, you're ready to put the black metal block divider panel over the two battery blocks. Once the dividing panel is attached, you'll place the next two battery blocks on top of the dividing panel. Notice where the bolts are used here to help align the battery blocks properly. Note: with the electrical wire components to the left of the battery block, like the bottom battery blocks, you'll want to pay attention to where your negative and positives are located. You'll notice that to the top of the battery blocks, the top two corners have a positive terminal. Notice the bottom left and right modules have the negative terminal in each corner of the battery block. At this stage of the reassembly, you'll reattach the wiring harness to the top of the modules. Next, you'll attach the nuts to the battery terminals using your pen tool. During this stage, you'll need to reattach the wire bridge as well. Next, you'll tighten the nuts to the terminals. Don't forget, be sure your torque settings on your torque wrench are set to about 55 inch-pounds. If you don't follow these torque settings, you are likely to damage the terminals on the batteries and will void your warranty. Never use max drill settings and never use an impact wrench. Like before, in the lower left, reattach the other end of the high voltage double eyelet connector. Next, you'll proceed by reattaching the two black metal end panels to the battery blocks. Now you'll want to flip the battery blocks over onto the reverse side. Once the battery is flipped over, proceed by attaching the battery blocks together. Then do the same for the other side. Next, you'll reattach the screws into the center of the blocks. Note: a pen magnet or magnetic bit can be useful when reattaching the screws in the center of the blocks. After carefully placing the screws down between the blocks, you'll need to tighten them. If you recall, this is where we recommended using a bit that is taped together. Next, you'll place the large black metal case on the battery blocks. Now you'll proceed by reattaching the black metal bottom to the battery blocks. Once the panel is reattached, you'll proceed by flipping the battery back over so it's right side up. Next, you'll attach the other two large black metal case sections to the top and sides, as shown here. Now you can insert and attach the inverter, converter, and the battery charger assembly. Then you'll reattach these two eyelet connectors to the inverter/converter. Next, you'll reinsert the metal bracket that is located next to the inverter, converter, and charger assembly. Once in place, you'll need to reattach it. After the bracket is back into place, you'll reinstall the junction board back onto the battery. Once the junction board is reinstalled, you'll reclip on all the clip connectors. For reference, there were 3 clips and 12 distinctly different wire plugs that will need reattached at this part of the rebuild. After all the connectors and pushpin connections are completely and properly reinstalled, proceed by reattaching these 2 metal panels to the sides, followed by the black metal end panel. Don't forget to reconnect this plug to the end metal piece. Next, you'll reattach the main power connector, also known as the service plug connector. Once that is done, reinsert the BCM and reconnect the multi-pin connectors. Lastly, go ahead and attach the component metal panel to finish the rebuild. Your battery rebuild is now complete. You can now reinstall the battery back into the vehicle. We hope you found this battery repair video informative and useful. For fully refurbished battery blocks and the parts needed to complete your rebuild, visit BattMech.com, where our goal is to restore your battery's efficiency so you can enjoy better fuel savings and dependable performance. Thanks for watching and good luck with your rebuild. We hope to see you back on the road soon.